Everyone likes to hear stories, at least during our childhood day, isn't it? Today, I am going to tell you a story about a fictional evolution of today's most powerful weapon. I'm sure you're going to figure it out what is it in the next few minutes. Fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests, I welcome you all for this meeting. Same with the most of the stories, my story also begins with the same routine phrase long time ago. There was a farmer in a small town of a kingdom. One day, this farmer fell ill, and while he was about to die, he called up his two sons, Ramu and Bantu, and he shared 50 acres of land to Ramu and a 10 feet wall right in front of his house to Bantu. One day, a Swamiji came to this town. Bantu went up to him and asked, Swamiji, my father was unfair to me. He gave my brother 50 acres of land, but for me, only a useless 10 feet wall. I don't know how to use it. I'm planning to destroy it. Swamiji thought for a while and said, my dear Bantu, there is nothing like useless in this universe. Everything is got a purpose, for which Bantu asked, Swamiji, then can you please suggest me on how this wall can be made useful to me and to others? The Swamiji replied, Bantu, you first paint the wall white. Go across every street, collect the news, then start writing it on the wall daily. Bantu followed Swamiji's advice. Initially, no one cared about it. Slowly, this wall started receiving attention from people. They started coming to this wall and read the news before starting their other routines for the day. Bantu went up to the Swamiji and said, Swamiji, people are coming to the wall, but what is the use for me? I'm not able to earn anything out of it. For this, Swamiji replied, Bantu, now you go to the town's market and meet all the businessmen there. Tell them that you're going to write good about their products. As more people are going through the wall, there are more chances some of them might be interested to buy them. Once they agree, you can charge them with the money. The idea was a hit. Most of the business people readily agreed for this new way of marketing and paid Bantu heavily. After a month, he again went up to Swamiji and asked, Swamiji, now I want to become the richest person in the town. Can you please advise for this? Swamiji thought for a while and replied, Bantu, divide the wall into three portions. Assign half portion of it for the news. In the remaining half, assign one-fourth of the portion for ads and divide one-fourth of the space into small chunks of blocks and allocate each block to the people to write their own messages. Charge them for their personalized use. This idea did wonder to Bantu. Bantu received a lots of requests from people for their own blocks. He made sure to allocate the spaces to those who paid him heavily. With this, he became the richest person in the town. As greed is the root of all evil, Bantu started charging people for reading the news too and reduced the news portion on the wall to increase the space for other sections for more money. Since Bantu's only interest was making money, he did not bother about the content going on the wall. And this personalized blocks, people started writing gossips about the others and ads defaming their business opponents started to appear all on the wall. Eventually, the wall ended up with all the flip needed. All these triggered disputes among the people and the kingdom started losing its space inside the kingdom. On seeing this, the king ordered a probe, held Bantu and his wall as culprits. The story ends with the king ordering to destroy the wall and seize all the Bantu's properties. If we observe the story carefully, it reflects today's present day situation. Let me make some analogy of the principal characters that I have inside the story. The wall, it represents the media, which is one of the most powerful weapon. The way we use the media is one of the most important thing in today's life. If we use it for a positive purpose, it will return back in the same way. But if we are going to use it in a wrong way, that will affect us soon. Bantu represents the mind of a greedy businessman behind the media, and the Swamiji represents the heart of Bantu and a more compassion to help the needy. The king represents the governing body responsible to establish a proper framework for the media, and the people represent us. We have the responsibility on effectively using the social media with sharing the contents that are not objectionable to others. The goal of the people behind the media should be to report the news through the medium of money. But if the case becomes like the goal is the only making money out of it through the medium, then it won't be a use for everyone. In this story, there is a Bantu inside me, you, and many of us here, whose hands are tied with greed to earn more. Instead, let's learn to unite it with the key of compassion to bring the spring back in the lives of needy so that we can also help the needy to raise and we can also raise ourselves. Thank you.
Wow, wonderful. I think you deserve my clap. Everybody, please clap for her, please. Wonderful. I think she challenged Anvesha. So now I could say that Indian team is challenging USA team. Get ready. Okay. So you see that? So maybe now Anvesha will be realizing. So what is the